This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, good evening all of you. So let's start the class where we left earlier. I think we have done this right. We have created our own material type, and then we have given the number ranges, right? So what we have configured earlier, I think pipe is there. So we have configured site, right? Let me check. Go to mm01, okay, and
Hi,
select
sir. Good
the
evening.
material type. Hi, good evening. Yeah, Rajesh. Okay. Just now started the class. So, like earlier class, we have
Okay.
configured new industry sector, gold mine industry, right? What is the transaction code? Gold mine industry, OMS2, right? OMS2 is the transaction key where we can configure the industry sector, right? So here it is. Let me show you. See, material type OMS2, okay, and OMS3 to configure the industry sector, OMS3, okay. So there are two ways, either you can go with OMS3 or with the menu path. Okay, menu path means SPRO, SAP reference, AMG, logistics general, material master, field selection, define industries and industry sector and industry. Okay, so there are two ways. So either you can go with this transition or with the SPRO path. Okay, SAP project reference object. So now we already configured our new industry sector, coal mine industry, and then we configured in our earlier class in material type also, right? So this is very important. Material type controls what they may ask in interview. Material type in material master, material type control what. Okay, so number ranges are assigned internally or externally or both. Okay, this is number one point. And field selection, which fields are mandatory, optionals, or displayed or hide. Okay, which user department view should allow in selection view like for raw material, we have basic data one and purchasing view, okay, accounting one view, etc. like that. External procurement or in-house, internal procurement, in-house production, okay, which valuation class to be allowed or not, inventory management required or not on quantity and value basis, okay. These are the important points. So you should remember this, okay. So here number ranges are assigned internally or externally. So here see, let me show you. Like if you don't select any material number here, keep it blank, then the system will provide you the material number that is internally. Okay. External means you can do anything here. Okay. Just you type just let's say here Jyoti pipe material. Okay. MAT. So what will happen? You click enter org level. Let's say plant I have 3000. Okay. Here pipeline material maybe water. Okay. Two pipe. Okay, so here you all liter. Here 10 pipe hours. Okay, hour like that, and you can just take something here. And so here purchasing you can take a purchasing group like already we have configured, right? HAM Hamza. Okay, and accounting one you just selected here 3000. So here what will happen? What will happen is this is external material. So here if I save this, then the material is saving on this Jyoti pipe material. Whatever we give here, that will get saved and without number. So this is external. Internally, the system is providing with the number range. Okay, so both are possible. This is what I have mentioned in material type controls for number ranges internally or externally or both. Both are possible. So here, if I go to list of material with MM60, okay, MM60 this is list of material. So let's say I forgot this number, okay, or name. Just what I will do, I will give here plan, okay, PLAN, plan 3000. Material type is we have to given that IP, right? Site execute. So we can see this both, the earlier one, material number ranges as I told you earlier. Maximum number range, maximum number is what, Rajesh? How much is the maximum number range provided by SAP? Maximum length, yeah,
Uh, 16.
No, 18. Maximum is 18, okay?
Sorry,
And
sir, 18,
see
18,
Jyoti
18.
pipe,
Okay.
18. So here see Jyoti pipe material. So this is external, this is internal. So this is what I mean to say. So like
Sir,
this you
here
can,
takes only 8.
yeah, pardon? See,
Sir, we take
alphanumeric,
only 8
anything,
numbers.
letting with, yeah, yeah. So the SAP has given you a 16, 18 maximum, but in real time, most of the companies, 90% of the companies, they go with the 8 digit, not with 18 because it's a headache, very
8
big
digits, right?
lengthy number. So yeah, so maximum, number in real time, they take 8 digits. Okay. But what SAP has given is
Okay,
still
sir.
18 to 18 maximum length you can give to the material. Okay. Yeah. So material type controls what? External or internal and both. Okay. So this is number one point. Number ranges are assigned internally or externally or both. Field selection. So this you need to understand which fields are mandatory, optional, or displayed or hide. I'm practically showing you this. That means, like for example, if you select MM01, okay. Let's say I have selected Zype, okay, pipeline material, enter. So what is happening? Which user department view? This is user department. See, in each company they have different department, right? Like purchasing department, sales department, accounting department, right? These are nothing but the departments. View is nothing but department. So if you select pipeline, then there is no sales department here. Only you are getting purchasing, accounting, and you have basic data one. No, no. Only less departments are there. Let's say, for example, see if you select a different material type, okay, material type controls what, right? So this is what we are seeing. Let's say if I take this ROH, say number of departments existing here, like MRP, material requirement planning, MRP 1, MRP 2, MRP 3, okay. This department is also coming. So which user department view to be selected or not, this is taken care by material type. Understood, Jyoti and Rajesh? Warehouse management also coming into picture. Quality management is there to check whether this raw material is having a good quality or not. Okay, there is a separate module called as SAP QM, quality management. Warehouse, there is a separate module called as SAP WM, warehouse management. But for raw material, this will come by default, warehouse management. But why? We need to understand why this warehouse management, okay, and why this quality management and why this MRP is not coming into picture when we are selecting pipeline material. Okay, so here if I select a PIPE, okay, pipeline, then why MRP is not showing and why warehouse management is not showing? Because see here, as I told you earlier, pipeline material is something which is coming either via pipe, okay, like water and gas, okay, and petrol, okay, that is coming via pipe. And a pipeline material doesn't mean that only the material which is coming from pipe, but also a flow of material either via pipe or through cable. Cable means internet bill, telephone bill, okay, and what else? You have electricity bill. This is also kind of pipeline material. So this electricity bill you will not say you will not store in warehouse, right? That's why warehouse management will not come here. There's no go down, right? Understood? That is the reason when you are selecting material type controls what which user department views to be allowed or not. అంటే ఏ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ రావాలన్నా ఏ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ రావద్దు అది మెటీరియల్ టైప్ కంట్రోల్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? You understood, Jyoti and Rajesh? That means which user department view should come and should not come. That is taken care by material type. Understood? Let's say, for example, if I select another material type, let's say I'm selecting work packaging packaging material. So here sales. Why? Once your product is back, then it is ready for selling purpose, right? That is ready to sell. That's why the sales view department coming into picture when we select the material type verb. Verb is nothing but packaging material. Only they will pack it for sale purpose, right? That is the reason this is coming into picture. Now you got it? Yeah, Prakash and Rajesh. Any doubt? Hello, am I audible? I'm not hearing from you. Yeah, Jyoti and Rajesh, what happened? Tell me yes or no, boss. Otherwise, I think you people are understanding. If you say nothing, then it means that you are understanding. Say, tell something. Do you understood what I'm saying? Okay, okay. So here, similarly, if you select a different material type, so that is why I mentioned here material type controls what they will be asking interview. Again, I'm saying number range is external, internal, both will come into picture. This is controlled by material type, okay? And field selection, which user, this I will show you. Which user, this is the third one which I have shown just now. Which user department view, like in company, they have a purchasing department, sales department, MRP department. MRP means material requirement planning. MRP department, purchasing department, they have a quality management QM just now we saw, right? And we have a WM warehouse management department, right? So which user department views should allow in selection view? If you select ROH raw material, then basic data one view will come, purchasing view will come, accounting view will come. Right? Let's say if I select this ROH, okay, this is also kind of material type, right? So basic data one is coming, purchasing is coming, right? This is coming, accounting one is, that's why I've mentioned here etc. Etc. means more than one, okay, more than one. And external procurement or in-house production, okay, this is also controlled by material type. And which valuation class to be allowed or not. Let's say for example, if you select a FERT, that is nothing but finished product, okay. Raw material is always converted to finished stock in manufacturing industry, right? Let's say you are the cello technotic pen industry. So what is your raw material? Plastic. So first you purchase plastic from let's say cello from plastic company, okay, XYZ. So the XYZ company will provide you plastic, and then what you will do, you will mold, you will make it into pens, okay. That is your finished product. So FERT is nothing but finished product. So if you select this, then the valuation class will not be 3000. It will be something different. Let's see here. So which valuation class to be allowed or not? So that means here valuation class is not 3000. It is 7. It is 7201 like that. Let me show you. Let's say my finished product is cello pen. Each. Okay, one piece 10 rupees, right? So here, let's say group PR is a cash. And here, plant nothing as such. Accounting one. See your valuation class for raw material is 3000, right? But valuation class for finished product for FERT, it will be 7900, okay, 7920 like this. But it is not 3000. So that means what you understood, different material types is having different valuation class. Okay. So they may ask in interview what is the purpose of valuation class. Just say the valuation class is used for general ledger accounting, GL accounting purpose, to segregate the general ledger. Okay, accounting purpose. This valuation class is used. Okay, so here you are not finding 3000. Understood? Any doubt? So here I mentioned here which valuation class to be allowed or not. If you select material type raw material ROH, then the valuation class will be 3000, right? If you select material type Okay. If we select material type third, then the valuation class will be 7920. Understood? If you select a pipeline, I think for pipeline also it is 3000. Let me check. Let me save this. Yeah. Now I'm selecting third. Okay. FERT. Sorry, this already we have seen. Pipeline. So here, let's check valuation class. So here there is no storage location also, because as I told you, this pipeline material is not stored in any warehouse. Understood? Rajesh and Jyoti, any doubt? That's why storage location is not coming into picture, because electricity you will never save, right? Whatever you consume, you pay according to the meter reading, right? Water and electricity bill, internet bill. Okay, there is no storage, right? Nowhere, no
Ah,
go down. That is the reason this storage location will not come. Understood? Yeah. So here, let's say 3000 plan. Okay. Let's say here pipeline material is act fiber internet. The pipeline material, right? So let us check valuation class. So here, the valuation class is something. Yeah. Here also we have the same, just like ROH raw material. Here we have 3000, 3001, 3002, 3003. So just like pipeline. Okay, that's like ROH. That's not an issue. Let's say if we select another raw material type, let's say it is perishable, perishable product. This is not showing. Yeah, for perishable, internal number assignment not possible. So that means there is no internal. You need to give external only. That's why I have written here the first point. You understand this, okay? Number ranges are assigned internally or externally or both. So let's say for here already we have seen for ROH and pipeline material, external also we can take. If we keep it a blank material, then the system internally the system will provide a number. Okay, that is nothing but number ranges. Both is also possible, and sometimes only one is possible. That's why I have given or both. Okay, so here in this empties, sorry, perishable, only external is possible, not internal. Understood? See here. Internal number assignment not possible for the material type perishable industry. So here, let's say for perishable, we just give perishable material. Do not is taken. So again, as I told you, material type controls what which user department views to be selected or not. So here there is no purchasing view. There is no purchasing. Only sales is there. Okay. And accounting, what about accounting? Yeah, accounting one is also there. Warehouse is also there. QM is there. Quality management. Okay. These are all different departments. Okay. So here, uh, let's say here 3000, 0001. Okay. Chemical, like sorry, gas, petrol, is perishable, right? It will perish in air. So you have to be handled with care, right? If anything is open, then that will get perished. Let's say fuel. Okay. So here, say we are just checking the valuation class, and also different user department use, because this is material type. Okay. So purchase group, let's say 000, which is already there in demo version. Okay. So here counting, so here it is 3100, not 3000. So you understood trading goods. Perishable is trading goods, buying and selling. What is trading goods? Buying and selling of goods. There is no manufacturing activity. Okay, so here it is 3100, but not 3000. So what you learn here, if you select ROH raw material, then the valuation class will be 3000. If you select material type of 5, then the valuation class again will be 3000. If you select the material type 4, then the valuation class will be start with 7 series 7920, 7925, right? So the valuation class will be different. So which valuation class to be allowed or not? That is taken care by again material type. Okay, which valuation class to be allowed or not. Inventory management required or not on quantity and value basis. This is very, very important. Again, I'm telling you, Rajesh, specifically for you. So here, inventory is required or not on quantity and value basis. So inventory is nothing but stock, right? Inventory means stock. So stock is required or not on quantity and value basis. How much quantity and how much is the value? That is again taken care by material type. Okay, so here, how to check that? Go to OMS3, sorry, OMS2. Okay, go to OMS2. So material type controls what? Inventory is nothing but stock to be allowed on quantity and value basis. So here we have different material types. Okay, we can see this in in MM01 create material also. So let's say this is Dean. Okay, Dean is nothing but service material. If you double click this quantity and value update, there is no inventory at all, right? So quantity update and value update. So here, because it's a service industry, service means quantity will be there. Okay, how much? Let's say laptop service 10 laptops. Okay, quantity. Value is also there. Okay, inventory. But no, this is not there. Why? Because the service industry don't have any stock, right? You don't store in any warehouse. So no quantity update and no value update. It will be blank. See, like this. It will be blank because it is service industry. Whereas, let's say if you select spare parts, so obviously spare parts will require inventory, quantity as well as value basis. See here, quantity update as well as value update both. Okay. Whereas for pipeline material, we'll see material type PIP pipeline. Okay. So here quantity update and value update is not there. Why? Because pipeline material ante manam this we are consuming, right? We are consuming and we are paying according to the meter reading, right? Electricity bill, water bill. Okay. So this is not kept in a store. Wherever store is coming into picture, then inventory is required, right? When storage is not there, then no quantity update, no value update. Checkbox is not there. Okay, like this. So inventory, raw material. So material type controls what? Which, sorry, inventory is required or not on quantity and value basis. Inventory means stock. The stock always will be keeping in warehouse, and whenever it is in warehouse, then that is nothing but inventory. You should check, how to check the inventory, how to check the stock. Any idea what is the transaction code to check the stock? Okay. Any idea, Rajesh? See here, we have some material type, and already we have created the PO for that material and GR, IR, everything. We have run the cycle. So once we receive the GR, goods received my good, then the quantity is updated in SAP system. How to check the inventory for that material? What is the transaction code? MMBE. MMB is the transaction code. If you go here, perishable material, I don't think so. We have created PO and we pass the GR, right? So nothing will be shown. Let's say we have already created some of the POs and we pass the GR. Any idea? 1547, right? Jyoti? Okay, let's say 0001. For this 1547, we'll check the stock. Stock is nothing but inventory. Okay, go down. So once you pass the GR, see warehouse 0001, this is New York, as I told you. 3000 in demo version is New York plant and warehouse 0001 New York. So here already 1000 is in unrestricted use, means there is no restriction. అంటే ఇది raw material చాలా మంచిగా ఉంది. అంటే that means the raw material is very good condition. There is no restriction. You can use this raw material, and let's say you think that your company is a manufacturing company and you got this acid. Okay, 1547 is acid. You have in store 1000 liter of acid. Okay, you can use this, and though there is no restriction, unrestricted use means there is no restriction, it's in a good condition. Okay, so like this is inventory. Okay, whereas for service material, that is D India EM material type. So there is no inventory at all, right? Because it is not kept in store, it is not in warehouse, right? That is the reason. Okay. Yeah. So now I hope you got these all points. Okay. Inventory is required or not on quantity and value basis. Okay. So now already we have configured the material type, okay, with OMS2, and we have given the number ranges. How to configure number ranges in material master? They may ask me in interview. The transaction code is MMNR, and I have given you the menu path also. Okay, this is the menu path. So this already we have done. Number ranges, as I told you, the maximum length in material is 18 digits. Okay, and basic, yeah. So this is basic data one. Let me show you what exactly I mean to say. So here, if you check the material master is nothing but it is related to material only, MM01. Everything detail we are learning. Okay. So let me go to MM02, edit material. I will take any one material. Let's say 1547 already it is there. Okay. And I'm giving this plan 3000. Fuel location is 3001. So here this is basic data one. This is what I mean to say. So here in basic data one, okay, this is basic data one. So what I mentioned in my notes, basic data one, material, right? So here inside box yellow, right, material description, right? Let's say steel, okay. So this is yellow box. So already we have this acid, instead of acid, I will write is steel. Okay. So in yellow box, you need to mention this steel, and then base unit of measure. So how to configure base unit of measure? This is taken care by QM quality management or PP consultant. This is not our area. So the transition code for configuring unit of measure is CUNI, CUNI. Just for your knowledge purpose, but we are not going to change. Sorry, we are not going to configure new material because in SAP, standard SAP, the SAP has given all kilogram, liter, everything they have given. But after that also, if you are thinking that my unit of measure is not mentioned in the standard SAP, then you need to configure a new base unit of measure, okay? Unit of measure. So in that case, what you do, you select the transaction code CUNI, CUNI, but that is not our area. I mentioned here already. Unit of measure, okay? Let's say kilogram, select from the drop down. This is nothing but a drop down, okay? This is the drop down, okay? We can select from the drop down. So here, configuring unit of measure is not our area. That is taken care by QM or PP consultant. Okay, sir. It is also called stock keeping unit, SKU. So in real time, they will this terminology they will they will speak SKU, SKU. So don't get confused. SKU is nothing but base unit of measure. Okay. So customizing, how to customize unit of measure, SPRO, this menu path are given, but here I have mentioned T code is CUNI, CUNI, but in bracket what I have mentioned, unit of measure is maintained by QM or PP consultant. Okay, so just remember this. We are not going to create a unit of measure. And material group, this is our area. So how to configure a new material group? Okay, so what is material group and what is the rule of this material group? See here we have this material group, right? So in material group we have, if you see the drop down, we have many material group. Let's say the steel, so where the steel will exist. Okay, so here already you can either select for what purpose the steel is utilized, or the steel, whether it is for steel sheets or electronic or mechanics, or fastener, like that. So if you want to configure a new material group, you can configure. Okay, so what is the transaction code OMSF, or else with the menu path, how to customize? I've given SPRO, SAP preference, family, logistics, and material master settings for key fields, define material group, new entries. Okay, OMSF is the transaction code. Okay, so let's say you want a new material group. Okay, so already standard SAP will give some material group, but if you think that your company does not fall under any material group, then in this case you need to configure the material group as per the business, okay, as per the business requirement. Okay, so here in that case, let's say we are configuring a new material group. How to configure? The transition code I've given and the menu path also I've given. So let's go with the transition code OMSF. Okay, go with OMSF and you configure a new material group. So let's say I'm configuring a new material group, go to interface, okay, and you just take a material group as 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. Description you can view steel utensils, just an example, steel utensils. Here I'll select from the drop down, steel utensils, uh, area. I'm saving this. This, customer request number, because this is configuration part, okay. So customizing request number got generated, and now I can see that the material group steel utensils here. Let me go here in basic data one and go here and just to go here. Okay, search steel utensils. So this is not showing here. Why? Because we already inside the material. Okay, so I'm going back and again I'm coming in and then 02. Okay, I'm selecting the same material number and this is plant 3000 and square location is 001. And now see, you can see our own configured material group, that is steel utensils, right? See here, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how we are going to configure the material group. Okay. Now coming to all material numbers. So here, let's say the company was using different software where they already created material in that software. Okay. Now they moved into SAP. They purchased SAP. Now what they will do in this case, they will mention the old material number of different software, not SAP software. If it is there, then you just mention the old material number. Let's say 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, just for their understanding purpose. Okay, external material group. So external material group means what? Like Oracle. If you have any material group, external, then you can view here. So here it is, like external material group. This is optional part. Enter material group which is using for this material in existing external system like Oracle or PeopleSoft. Like we have so many software available in the market. Like PeopleSoft software is a HR, human resource, where all employees payroll and PF, and they will maintain in this PeopleSoft software. Okay, or legacy system into SAP system like through ADI, okay, EDI or IDOC or ALE interfaces. ADI stands for Electronic Data Interchange and IDOC is Intermediary Document. Intermediary. Intermediary document. Okay, saving this. And ALE application link enabling. T code for testing IDOC is WE19. IDOC list to T code WE05. Stated monitor for ALE message is to reprocess IDOC is BD87. Okay, so reprocess IDOC. IDOC is intermediary document. I stand for intermediary, DOC stand for document. Okay, intermediary document. So in this case, if you have anything external system, apart from SAP you are using, then you need to mention this, and how to customize the material group. As when this, so already we have created one customized group for Oracle ZZZZ. So this is how. Go to SPRO, staff preference and the logistics general material master settings for key fields, maintain external material groups, new entries, okay, and then you can do either ZZZ or whatever code it is, okay. This will copy to Mara table and can be displayed. So this is how general category group. So this is normal, and here again we have division like we have so this material falls in which division, right? Let's say I'm selecting any one division, steel, no, so I'm utilizing for motorcycle. This is one of the division, okay. Lab office, so for which purpose this is using. Let's say this is for laboratory purpose, okay. This acid, okay. And this external material group, let's say already we have configured Oracle. Let's say mine is Oracle. And product allocation is something where you are allocating this product, allocating for let's say bulbs, okay. And then cross plant material status, this is important. Cross plant material status, we have block for purchasing, okay, and we have block for procurement. If you select this, then what will happen is this material 1547, you cannot create the PO for this material because this material is blocked, okay. So once you create the material, if this is in block state, then you cannot create the PO. The material is there, but the PO is blocking this material. Why? Because we have selected this selection criteria as BP or 01, anything, either block of procurement or block of purchasing. If I select this, then we'll see what will happen. Once we create the PO. So here, click enter. Okay, I'm saving this. So I saved it 1547. So let's see, I'm trying to create the PO for this material with ME21 and transition code. Okay, so what are the mandatory fields for creating the PO? I told you earlier, right? This is mandatory field. You need to give the vendor. So already predefined vendor is there, 3000 New York. Okay, in demo version, CEB New York. Purchase order also 3000 ready-made biryani available, right? And purchase group, like we have configured RAJ, BRA, Prakash, right? And company code is there, once you select this, enter 3000 ready-made is there, okay. Now I'm giving 1547, which is block for procurement. Let's see whether the system will allow you to create the material or not, okay. So this is how we are testing. So let's say for PO quantity, and I'm giving here 1000 rupees net price and plant 3000, okay. So location 0001. If I click enter, then what will happen? The system will throw an error. What error? This material is block for procurement. See here. Status block for purchasing of material does not allow external procurement. Understand? Yeah, Prakash and Rajesh. Why this is coming? Because you have blocked this material for further processing, further purchasing.
Yes,
Understand?
sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. So why? Tell me one thing. Why the company will block this material? There are many reasons. Can anyone give any one reason? Prakash and Rajesh. Any one reason, as per your understanding, why simply the company is blocking the material, some of the materials by selecting block for procurement in material master, basic data one. Any idea why they will block? No idea. Yeah.
No, no idea, sir.
Say maybe this material is having some issue problem, so they don't want to continue the business. They don't want to create a PO for this material because this material is having problem, or this material is uh, not in a good standard. So they want to block this material for further processing. They don't want to manufacture the product for this material acid. Maybe the acid is date is expired, expiry date, right? So something will happen. That's the reason they will block in SAP, so that this material further this is not considered at all. Okay, that is the reason they will block. So in this case, sometimes you will get the ticket, like the user is trying to create the PO, but it is not allowing him to create the PO. So they will, what they do, they simply raise this ticket, okay, stating that while creating the PO, I'm getting this error. Kindly resolve it. Let's say Jyoti Prakash is working in IBM company and he got this ticket from the end user. Okay. So now what is the work of Jyoti Prakash? Now Jyoti Prakash has to investigate. ఎందుకు ఇది పిఓలో ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ చేయాలా నో యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ ఇట్ ఓకే సో హౌ యూ విల్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ you open the PO with the ME23N because anyhow the user has shared you the PO number, right? So this is the PO number, let's say 4500 or whatever. So you open with ME22N, edit PO or a display PO ME23N, and you just check why this status block. You double click this, so you will get some message. So you do some Google research, okay? I know this because I already solved this kind of issues, okay? And already I told you if that is in block status, you need to remove that, okay? But first you need to tell the user why this material is blocked by purchasing department. Who will block this in real time? In company purchasing department, right? So you have to tell the user. Don't tell user, no, kindly go to material master and remove 01 block for procurement or block for purchasing. Then you can start creating the PO. No, that is the wrong answer because we don't know why the purchasing department has blocked this material, right? So we need to confirm the user. Kindly check with user department, with purchasing department, why this material is blocked. Okay. So then the user will contact the purchasing department by giving this material number 1547. The purchasing department people will tell, okay, this material is not in a good use, or this got damaged, or this material got expired, and we are not manufacturing anything. This is a waste material. Okay, like that they will tell, and they will also tell the user, okay, you don't use this material, you use another material. That's it. So first, our solution should be in such a way then that the user will not get confused. We need to be clear. There should be some clarity. Why this material is blocked? So first, your answer should be just confirm with your purchasing department why this material is blocked, because we are consultant. We don't know. If we just simply tell the solution like to go to MM02, edit material and remove this block from material master, then again it will be a headache. Why? The user will do that. He will remove and again he will create the PO, okay, for this material, and then the purchasing department comes to know that, array, why this material again, someone has created the PO. Anyhow, the name of a person will be appearing, right, who has created the PO. That will be shown here, okay, in PO screen, created by, and time, everything will come. So again, it will. So they should not tell that, array, Jyoti Prakash told the consultant of IBM company. He told me to remove this 01 from material master. So I have done this accordingly as per his suggestion. So what will happen? Your job will go. That is the reason we need to tell first. We don't know why the purchasing department people block this material. We are just consultant. We just configure as per the business requirement. But internally, why they block, we don't know. So just contact the purchasing department head and let us know why they have blocked. So in that case, you just tell them we are awaiting for your response. Okay. So let's think that this your confirmation mail went in the user inbox, okay, and the user has opened that Outlook mail and he got your question. Then the user will contact the purchasing department people and get the inquiry why this material is blocked. So they will say, yes, this is expiry material or this is damage and we don't want to further, okay, processing. So let's take a new material. If they confirm that, then that's it. Again, they will come with a solution for question, right? They will come with an answer. Yeah, we have contacted purchasing department as per your understanding, and they confirm not to use this material since this material is damaged or expired. So I'm going to use a new material. Thank you. You can close the ticket. They will only mention it. So in that situation, what you do? Just close the ticket. As per user confirmation, the purchasing department confirmed that this material is damaged one or expired. and they suggested to use another material. Therefore, I am closing this ticket as per your confirmation. Thank you. That's it. You have closed the ticket. This is how the support team work. Understand? Okay, then. So here, this is one solution, but don't tell the user to go to directly, MM02 and remove that. Okay. See here, some consultant will do like that because they don't have knowledge, no. So they will tell the user, you go to MM02 and you remove this, what to say, 0102 either from it's in basic data one cross plan material status, and then save it, and then you can utilize, you can start creating the PO. But that is not the right answer. You got it, Rajesh and Prakash? See here, if the user, if you are giving solution like this, go here ఇక్కడ వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ ఇది తీసేయి సేవ్ చేసి మరి పిఓ రన్ చేస్తే అయిపోతాయి అని అట్లా చెప్పొద్దు. తప్పు అది. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు పర్చేజ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు మెటీరియల్ కి బ్లాక్ చేస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళకి తెలుసు, మనకి ఎందుకు తెలుసు, మనకి తెలియదు. So we don't know. So that's why we have to tell, if you get this kind of ticket in support role, then you have to analyze first and give the proper solution to the user. Don't directly tell go to MM02 and in basic data one you remove cross plan material status BP and save the material and then create a new PO. Don't tell like that. Never. Okay. Yeah. So here I hope I should what I'm saying. Cross plant material status. If material has to block for purchasing and inventory transaction at client level for all the plants, then select option as BP blocking for procurement. Okay, or block for purchasing. So one thing you need to remember, for all the plants, this I will show you practically. So this is for which plant? 3000, right? Rajesh and Prakash. So you can check with MM60. So 1547 is for plant 3000 only, but this is not for plant Tata plant, right? So this material is for plant 3000. But here, what I mentioned, cross plant material status means it will block for any plant. Let's say I'm extending this plant to another, extending this material to another plant. What is the transition code, Rajesh? You have done already, right? What is the transition code? I'm extending the material to another plant. Yeah, tell Rajesh. Are you there? You're not there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so how you will extend a material to another plant? Yeah, very simple. MM01. Why?
MM01, right?
Type here 1547. Okay. Type the correct material number. Okay. Click enter. And now what you do? Okay. Go here route level and already in plant 3000 it is there. Let's say I'm taking for 1000 plant. 1000 for what? 1000 is Germany plant,
Germany.
right? For
Germany.
2000 is UK. Already it is there in demo version. We are not to configure. This is there already, right? 0001 ready-made. So here I'm just extending this purchase group. Let's say PR Prakash. Okay. So this material number is there, but this material is, I can use for German plant also. That is what extending. I'm extending this material to another plant by transaction code MM01. Okay. See, now I have extended. What you got the message, material is created. Okay, so here see, if I check in MM60 list of material, okay, I just give this material number, and if I execute, then see this 1547 material is for plant 1000 as well as 1547 plant I have in 3000 near plant also. You got it? I've extended. How to extend? Again, I am saying MM01. Okay, do the same material number 1547. Click enter. Okay, and now 1000 already it is there. 3000 is there. Now I will select 2000, which is UK plant. Okay, so 01. you will get this message. The material already exists and will be extended. Okay, I'm extending to another plant. Okay, so here you select, you go into so if we check in MM60 list of material, just give this material number 1.47 execute. So I got this 1.47 material for plant 1000, 1.47 material for plant 2000, 1.47 material for plant 3000. Okay, so let's say we have seen this material 1.47 mm02 1.47. Okay, you can select either any of the three plant. I will select only 1000 or 3000. Okay, so this is there. Cross plant material status. I will select either 01 or BP, block for procurement or block for purchase. I'm saving this. So what will happen? This will not allow me to create a PO for any plant. Now see, we'll do experiment. This is nothing but a testing scenario. I'm creating a PO MA21N. Okay. So here I will give vendor. We have 1000 ready-made. That is Germany. Okay, Berlin. Germany. Berlin is the place of Germany. Berlin. Okay, so purchase organization. Obviously, we have to take the 1000, right? And here purchase group RJ Rajesh. I think Rajesh. Yeah, Rajesh is there. And material. I'm giving this 1.47. Okay. Earlier, I have created for the material. I've created a PO for 3000 plant. Now I'm creating a PO for 1000 Germany. Okay. Earlier, I created a PO for 3000 New York. Okay. Vendor. Now let's say 10, and here the price I'm giving here 1000. Plant also you need to take 1000. If you take 3000, then the system will not accept. Everything should be 1000 only. Here 1000, here 1000, here 1000, here 1000. If you give here 1000, here you are giving 2000, here you are giving 3000, then you cannot create a PO at all. Not at all possible. Okay. Now see, I'm clicking this. Again, it will show you the same error. Status block of procurement, warehouse of material does not allow external. Okay. So what you understand? For any plant, cross plant material status means for any plant, the material, if the status you have selected either BP or 01, okay, for all plants, let it be 3000, let it be 2000, let it be 1000, the system will not create a PO for that material. Understood? Yeah, any doubt, anyone? So let's say I'm removing this 1000 and I'm going with 2000. 2000 as I told you, 2000 is UK vendor GmbH. I need to select obviously 2000, right? Here also 2000, right? And here also 2000, right? And here let it be because storage location for all 1000, 2000, 3000 plants. Storage location 3001 is there, ready made. Click enter. Then also the system will throw the error status block for procurement. Understood? This is what I mean to say. Yeah, Rajesh and Prakash, clear? Cross plan material status. So how to customize cross plan material status? Not that much necessary because already at the time of purchasing SAP, the SAP will give this ready made. But if you still think that you need something different, cross plan material status, then you can customize it with the OM S4 transaction code. Okay, instead of uh, instead of this, like block for procurement is there 01. So instead of this, you just select YY. Okay, like this you can configure cost plan material status. Let me show you OMS4 before here. Okay, okay, this I'm not saving. You understood? Because we get error and it will not allow you to create the PO. Okay, So OM S4 configure cross plan material status. When inside part, if you open the drop down, it is there, right? Written like the 01 block for procurement, and BP block for purchasing, like that. So if you want to configure something new, then go to AMS4. See here, 01 is there, block for procurement, 02 is there. Let's say I'm taking 03. Okay, so select this, copy as. If you don't have copy as, then you just create new this. Here 03. Okay, and here block for the purchase. Save it. So 03 I've configured. Here what will happen if I go to MM02? Okay, let it be the same material, and I select this flag to 2000 or 1000, whatever it is, 2001. Okay, so here if I open this, you can see 03 also, block of further purchasing, right? This is how you can configure. Okay, so this is what how to configure the cross brand material status. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, we practice, and I have sent you the earlier recordings also. So you need to practice because this is a practical subject. Already we have finished enterprise structure, and then this is our second topic, material master. So each and every field you need to configure and see whether that is configured or not. Go to MM01, MM02, how to extend the material to various plants. Everything you do the experiment. Okay. Yeah, any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll
Okay,
continue
good night,
tomorrow.
sir.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Abdul, hmm? Wait.